All right, hello everybody. My name is Master Chen.
I'm Vic.
And I'm Richard Satchel.
And you are either watching or listening to episode 204 of Greynoise. Man, we got a lot of shit to talk about today.
Indeed.
So, yeah, no whiskey today. All right, so let's see. It is 7:30 on a Friday night, which even though it's after the 4th of July, we are still here at the Sin Shop. The address is 1075 American Pacific Drive, Suite C in Henderson, Nevada. Go to sinshop.org for more information on the shop and what we do here. Remember to go to meetup.com/sinshop for the classes and what we have going on here as far as what we teach and what we do and when, by the way, when. And for information on us as a podcast, go to Greynoise, GREYNOI.se. Dude, really? Come on now, man.
Nobody's watching.
Well, he's right, but still, it's kind of rude. But anyway, all right.
I'll walk around this time.
So, God, where the fuck was I? Oh, yeah. Join our Discord. We are in the live stream, so we are chatting here. It is live, so if you want to ask us questions, let us know what you're thinking. Be our guest. The link for the Discord is going to be on our channel. Remember, that's on our website, I mean. That is Greynoise, GREYNOI.se. Do you guys have any announcements or things you want to talk about? No. I mean, besides the news. We'll get to the news.
I've done like barely any work whatsoever this week, and it has been wonderful.
Oh, it has, hasn't it?
It has.
It's just like I just made it shoot everybody away for first 3 days.
Yep.
Took yesterday off. Took today off.
I called in sick on Tuesday.
It's actually been a better week than Christmas for me.
Did you work
pretty
today?
No.
I was the only one that went to work, and there was no reason to either. There was like 4 people in the building.
Why would you do that?
I don't know, because I don't know. I have no idea. But I do have some good news regarding DEF CON.
Yep.
So last week, I did talk about how I was rejected from practically everything.
Right.
And I will say that last week I assumed that I was rejected from another track too. But apparently I was accepted. So I will be speaking at DEF CON in one of the villages, at the Recon Village specifically. So yeah, that's that. It's either... When I spoke there last year, it was like a group of 100. But I think that these villages are going to have bigger rooms this year because we're spread across like 3 hotels. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how big the audience size is going to be this year, but I will be speaking.
It's marked off pretty comparable from what it was last year for size.
Oh, same size?
Yeah, pretty much same size, yeah.
We're talking about 100 to 200 people then, if that's the case. Yeah. All right, awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, it'd be a good crowd. Yep. And you know, people will be there interested in things that you were going to talk about.
Yes, and we'll talk about that. In fact, I'm doing a rough draft next week, and we'll get to that later. But let's see. So I have that going on, and I also got accepted for Hacker Stand-Up Comedy at B-Sides.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
so
there you go.
I got that going.
All right.
And then I got that. And then I'm mentoring a B-Sides Proving Grounds person too.
In comedy?
Huh?
In comedy?
No, in a regular speech. So
that's right.
There's that, and we have our first community mic. Go ahead.
So no, I was just gonna ask you: do we get not here, but like privately? Are you gonna run your set against us and get feedback on your comedy?
We'll talk about the details about that. There will be a couple open mics that I want to test out on before.
I mean, I'll be pretty drunk here pretty soon, so no matter what you say, will be hilarious.
Yeah, I'll text the details to you.
You're gonna text joke us.
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna text him. I'm gonna text you guys the details of where I'm gonna do an open mic so that I can.
I thought you were gonna do your
No.
cross text. You know?
A guy walks into a bar.
Yeah, exactly. A text message like an SMS stand-up routine.
The second one ducks right there. Yeah. See, it was text messages.
Oh,
the punchline came in the second text.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Yeah, 140
right.
characters.
So that's the conference updates. I didn't expect that actually at all. I got that email and I was like, well, fuck.
Well, I'm happy for you.
I'm excited too.
Congratulations.
So I started on my PowerPoint prepresentation.
Oh, now you started on it. Yeah.
I mean, it's there.
You had a bullet list, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to expand on it, and I have pictures and things and captions. But the way I saw it was like, okay, I have the data, I have exactly what I'm going through with this, but like, until I get accepted, I don't touch the PowerPoint.
Okay.
So
yeah, because things change.
well, things change, and also just procrastination is actually a friend of mine because
You see him tomorrow?
yeah, exactly. No, I like to work to the wire.
Or the next day. Yeah.
Free beer
Yeah.
tomorrow, yeah.
You'll see me typing on the laptop as I'm walking up the stage. Hold on, let me just save it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, so that's the news on my end. So if you guys don't have anything else, we have a couple of news articles you want to talk about. You guys have anything else though?
No, go for it. Let's do it. I'm anxious to get to the main event here because
Oh, that's true.
we did some
Yeah.
math.
Okay, so before we get to the main event, because that article's we're gonna spend a good time on that one. We have this one first. Now, this article comes to us from Gizmodo. The headline reads: "Ebooks purchased from Microsoft will be deleted this month because you don't really own anything anymore." So I guess, and I didn't even know this, but I mean, Microsoft had their own version of like an ebook type of library thing where you can, like, not Audible but Kindle, where you can just buy ebooks and then keep them on your computer and whatnot. And now all those books that you might have bought from Microsoft, if you use them instead of Kindle, are now going to be deleted.
So are they going to give you a way to like download them and back them up?
Nope, not according to this. So it's, and
Wow.
this is the reason why I brought up the article is because we've talked about this several times on the show, but now it's kind of proof right here. Proof in the pudding is that you don't own your data anymore. It's all just paying for access, right?
Right. You don't own access to your data.
Well,
Is a better way to think about it. It's like they control the access to data that you paid for.
Yeah. So like you don't own any more movies because it's all
Yeah, it's all
Netflix
streaming. It's all
or Hulu
yeah.
or whatever. You don't own anything. So this is just another example. So if anybody even remotely thought that we were bullshitting, nope, it's right here.
No,
You-
they pulled this before, didn't they? Do something similar with the Zune store when they closed that down in
Oh, it doesn't
2001,
surprise
2002?
they might have.
I thought close later than that. It was 01?
I thought it was no, it had to be later. It was like
Yeah.
2006, 2007.
That sounds more right.
Yeah, that sounds more. Yeah.
Yeah, so but they pulled this before. It's like people had music on the Zune store, and then all of a sudden you didn't have music.
Yeah. So like if you were a diehard Microsoft or Zune fan, or I mean anything really, wouldn't that kind of deter you from that kind of business model?
So I get most of my music through Google Music,
Right.
right? And I don't own it in the first place. So I wouldn't be, if it goes away, then I'll subscribe to another service and continue getting it that way. Now, some of the same songs might not be on there. If I like a song that much, I'll probably buy it in some format that lets me keep it. But if it's just like, I just want something to be playing right now, and I don't really care about what it is.
So I like Google Music because it let me upload
Mm-hmm.
a significant amount of the music I do enjoy
Yeah.
to their store,
Yeah.
to the storage that I
Right.
have access to.
Right.
And I think by doing that, it kind of like helped them figure out what I'm probably going to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So your suggestions, your radio
Yeah,
stations,
it all,
your,
it
yeah.
all went through there.
Yeah.
But I still have the original copies of all that music I uploaded.
Also
and
true,
Which is I'm fine. And I actually like Google Music Service. They do a good job of what they do.
I
in
think
my
so
opinion.
too.
Yeah, I have a Google subscription as well. I don't have Spotify. Do you guys have Spotify?
Mm-mm.
I've never had Spotify.
Okay, yeah.
I had it, and I stopped it once Google Music came out. Because I was already a Google Music subscriber, I think, and then they came out with the YouTube Red thing, and I was like, oh, I'm there, because I can just turn off the screen and listen to a podcast.
Yeah, and the YouTube Red came with the subscription of the
Google
Play
Music.
Yeah. I have it too. I have the Google, I have the YouTube Red. No commercials
So
on your
good.
YouTube. Yeah, you said that, but
So good.
yeah. Well, yes, yes, Mr. Vic. Aside from
I wouldn't
using
know.
any sort of DNS trickery, we still. It's the thing is that there was no price increase though, so like
Absolutely.
they just tacked that on.
I think it's a good service. I think it's
Yeah.
I think it's well marked. They didn't even have to market it. They just produced a product that was usable at a price it was an acceptable price.
Yeah.
And that's why I see it. I mean, it's one of the few things that Google's done really well.
You watch them kill it. Oh God, please don't. I'm kidding.
Oh
Google.
God, please no.
No, don't.
They'd probably killed Gmail first.
He's right.
Wow, just wait.
I know.
It almost
No,
wouldn't
no, no,
surprise
no.
me anymore.
Well, no, the thing is, Gmail is like your single sign-on though. Like with all these other services that Google offers, it's through your Gmail account.
They'll,
Right.
You think they'll kill that first before they kill anything else?
they'll find a way.
I know. Yeah. Okay.
I can't believe they killed Inbox, man.
Well, Inbox and Google Plus.
Who cares?
Well, I don't
No
care
one
about
cares
Google
about
Plus.
Google Plus.
I like Google Plus.
You did?
You
I
did?
do. I like Google Plus.
What was I missing? Because I couldn't stand it.
So there was groups out there that would technical groups, like
Yeah.
Everything from like machining to electronics and stuff like that.
Oh,
that
yeah?
you could interact with people that had some fairly good knowledge.
Okay. All right.
It was more of a news service / information I needed service than it was a social service.
Ah. You know? Okay. Well, now that it's gone,
Yeah, now it's
I
gone.
see the need for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well.
You don't know what you have until it's gone, Satchel.
Indeed.
So,
Saith Poison.
all right, fair. Okay, so the,
Poison, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Thank God.
okay, so this next article, I think, Mr. Vic, you can probably elaborate on this a little bit more, only because this is kind of in your wheelhouse here.
Oh shit! I had one more thing.
Oh,
On
yeah,
the,
go ahead,
on the
go
thing.
ahead.
So this actually happened in the gaming world not too long ago because Telltale Games shut down. And if you didn't already have all the games downloaded, then that was it. Like you can't even get them through Steam anymore, which is weird because I thought that was one of the things that Steam was going to be able to offer. Like, don't worry, you bought it, we got you, fam. But apparently not. Oh, thanks God.
Yes,
I didn't even know that was a thing until it went off.
Wow, it's so much quieter.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I'm glad that we have text channels. Thank you, loyal listener, for. You couldn't hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Well,
we could fucking hear
yeah,
it.
we were-
Jesus
we were-
Christ. We were kind of yelling at each other.
I was
Yeah.
trying not to yell over the
We
top
turned
of
off, thank you, by the way. We turned off a fan that was just running in the background. I was like, what? What did you say, Vic?
Yeah.
What, Satchel? What?
Exactly.
So, anyway, sorry about
All right.
that to derail the conversation there.
But yeah, so that was already a thing with some when companies go bust, you can't get their games anymore either, and that was weird. Like because like I said, I thought that was one of the things with Steam was to prevent exactly that. So
Well, I'm sure that's what it was intended for, but you'd also have the contract to do that. You would have to like sign over the rights and the ability to distribute.
in perpetuity
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah. Okay.
When you have streaming services that have music, like Spotify and Google Music, like how much of that goes to the artist with like the amount of plays? Like, let's say I have a song on repeat like 60,000 times. Does that change what they get paid for?
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think it does. Does it?
Oh, it does. Yeah, they get a certain amount per play. I remember there was a big deal that Taylor Swift had against Spotify, I want to say, or Pandora.
She recently lost all the access to like her previous albums. She does not own any of those rights anymore. Yeah, that's another story.
That happens a lot.
Yeah.
Like especially in the early days.
Yeah,
but-
so it recently happened to her, and so she's going to be moving forward with her own or her new albums, but
Yeah.
all the old stuff she has no claim to anymore.
That's crap. So in the chat, somebody mentioned that also happened with a game called Alan Wake, and that was pulled after the license for a song ran out a year or two ago. So I guess had the company already been out of so the company was already gone, but they stopped paying for the license to one of the songs that was used in the game.
So
they had to pull it.
they had to pull the game,
Yeah.
the whole game.
Well, yeah.
Well, if you don't have a license to
Yeah.
to perform,
The song.
yeah.
And you don't have anyone left at the company to take it out of the song.
So you can't get Alan Wake anymore. Anyway.
Apparently not.
Wow.
Yeah.
I actually played a little bit of that game.
You know what else you can't get?
What?
WKRP in Cincinnati on Blu-ray or
I don't know
DVD.
what that is. I don't know.
You know DVD, yeah.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm just wondering why that's the thing.
Because you can't get it because the licensing for the music, they can't even show it in syndication anymore. Because the original show it took place at a radio station in the late 70s, early 80s, and they used a lot of they used Black Sabbath and AC/DC and like very early, rock stuff.
Okay.
So they can't play it with the original music anymore, and the dubs are just terrible.
Well, I think that's something that should be like worked out. That if I produce content utilizing content that I license from you,
Yeah.
you can't no backsies. I guess
Like okay, it's not a politically correct term, but I'm only using it. The whole Indian giving thing, right? Like I give it to you and then I take it back.
Indian giving.
That's the term that was used in kindergarten. Okay. Oh my God! Never mind. Use something else.
So,
Awkward silence here. Son of a bitch.
So
It's not my term. Okay, I am not using that term. That's what I've heard. Okay.
okay,
Jesus Christ.
I see. They had a deal probably for it to be broadcast. They probably didn't even see the home video market at the time.
Right, at the time it didn't exist.
Yeah, so they didn't have a license to do that. So how could they have done it in advance? So
Fair point.
yeah. All right. So anyway,
Any other thoughts on this, or we're good?
yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So the next article comes to us from ZDNet. This is going to be interesting because I think, Mr. Vic, you might know more about this kind of stuff than at least I do at the moment. So the article says, first ever malware strain spotted abusing new DOH, which is DNS over HTTPS protocol. So basically, your DNS requests over HTTPS are now under attack. And just scanning through the article, it looks like the attack was done through the TXT record somehow. Any thoughts on that, or do you guys know anything about this?
First I've heard of it, actually. That's kind of weird.
So yeah, DOH helps malware avoid passive DNS monitoring. So of course that's the request over HTTPS. But apparently there's a way to attack this, and it seems to be done. To put a nation state to it, it seems to be done by the Chinese.
Well, sure. If you can know what sites you're requesting, you know everything. And so the one service that you need to know to be able to track internet connectivity is DNS.
DNS, yeah.
You know, and it's the same way how Cox gets people for torrents is they basically, you go to a torrent site, guess what? You're going to download a torrent. So they know where you're going ahead of time before you even do it.
But that's without like any sort of like a VPN connection, or without.
But yes, that's right.
Yeah.
And using their DNS, and so you use their DNS, they can just simply flag it.
Right. So if I'm simply not using their DNS, but I'm not using a VPN connection, they still know.
Sure. Oh, sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
because they do packet inspection. Yeah.
Do they do packet inspection on? They don't do that on HTTPS though, of course. Like
Well-
on a secure channel.
Well,
They're not man in the middleing, are they?
No, they can't do that. No.
Yeah. Okay.
If they were, it'd be interesting.
It would be. Isn't that something that we've discussed?
It would be interesting if we could find them doing that.
Oh, okay. Hypothetically, how would you prove that they could do something like that, like a man in the middle on that secure connection, or
That's why we probably don't know if they are or not.
at the moment?
Yeah.
Right.
You put a man in the middle of the other man in the middle. It's starting to sound a little weird.
No.
Not
So
weird.
if anybody's interested, it's a CVE 2019 33968
And 3/4.
Yeah, and 3/4. Anyway, I thought we'd have more information on this, but yeah, it's basically just attacking the TXT records.
Oh, all right.
Well, it's a browser export.
Yeah.
So it's a browser exploit for the DNS over HTTPS.
So when you say browser exploit, like what exactly do you mean, as opposed to like another type? Like is it like, I don't know.
Well, it's not so much it's not so much a DNS exploit as it is a browser exploit.
So you're talking about like malicious code.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well,
Well, there you go.
we have an article here that we
Where-
spend a lot of time on today, and so I think we'll be able to spend a lot of time discussing this one. A lot of stuff going on here, and I think we've been kind of waiting for this one. I mean, that's why I think Satchel has a smile on his face right now.
I do.
So here we go. This article is from Polygon. The woman selling that Game Girl bathwater loves to troll her viewers. And for those of you who don't know, this article or this story was brought to us from one of our listeners who was also watching Philip DeFranco and shared the story right before I was about to. But so we have this. There's this gamer chick, and I learned recently that she's from the UK. Her name is Bella Delphine. And basically what she's doing is, to all of her fans, she's selling bathwater, her bathwater, actually. She has 3.8 million Instagram followers, and I don't know how many she has on her channels or YouTube or whatever. But yeah, so there's 3.8 million people following her, and she has now started selling her bathwater in little, not vials, but little, what do you call it?
Little jars.
Little jars. Yeah,
Yeah.
little jars of just used bath water. And the funny thing, or not so funny, is that it's sold out. It is all sold out, and I think past the original 500. Like I think she's gonna keep going on this.
Of course.
Yeah,
of
of
course she is.
Of course. Now we've had a somewhat similar article like this about 3 weeks ago when we were talking about the badass army and selling pictures of their. It was the GoFundMe, right? Bring my tits to DEF CON, right?
Oh,
And
that
so,
one,
yeah.
yeah.
She would send tit pics for $20 a tit, and that would get her to DEF CON.
20. I thought it was
And
10.
on
but
Twitter,
whatever.
it blew up, and it was a big thing. There was a fight over like, are these people whores, or they're free to do what they want with their body?
Mm.
And of course, I think at least where we fell is, it's kind of a hacker thing. She got her way to DEF CON. Who gives a shit, right? Like it's
Pretty
there.
much.
It's not. There's no altruistic anything there. And I think this is kind of along the same vein, which is just she has the freedom to do whatever she wants, but it's just that's the part. That's not the part that disgusts me, really. It's that there's customers.
Well, there's a market.
Yeah, I know.
It's not hurting anyone.
No, it's not hurting anybody.
Yeah.
There is a market. I'm just look.
Come on, you're a libertarian.
Yeah, I'm not judging it at all.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
also-
yes, you are.
No,
I
I'm
was
not
gonna
judging.
say, shut up, you libertarians. Why can't we have nice things anymore?
No, I'm not judging her. I'm laughing at the customer is what I'm saying. And I'm not judging the customer. Okay, I'm judging
You're
the customer.
judging the customer.
But I'm not saying that they can't do that. I'm not saying that they can't do that.
Just admit you're a little bit fascist, okay? And you're not so libertarian as much as you thought you
No, they can do what they want, but I have the right to laugh at them.
Does that work?
A fascist because I'm laughing at them?
No, you're
No.
not. No.
No, they can do whatever they want, but I have the right to laugh at them because this is look, in my opinion, this
You're going to
is,
make them feel small.
who cares?
Oh.
I don't care.
Everybody cares.
Oh my god. Look,
They might get off on that.
That's a microaggression.
no matter how hot anybody is, I'm not going to pay for their bathwater. It's bathwater belongs in the drain.
You don't have
So
to.
far.
I'm not. Oh god, that's
So far, that's true.
look. Oh, wow. Okay.
Couple drinks.
I didn't think that was going to go
You
this
play
direction.
play your cards wrong. And,
No.
2 a.m. eBay,
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay. Well, now that we all know what my thoughts are on this, goddamn, like, what the hell do you guys think?
Well, so I honestly I don't think the story is that.
No,
Like,
it's not.
There's a kink. Great. Some people have it. Fine. Let them go. Whatevs.
Yeah, I don't care.
It is.
It's just funny.
It is astounding. We sat around earlier this afternoon. I made my wife late for lunch so that we could do the math on this.
Now, for those of you who don't know, what we have here is $30 a bottle.
Yes,
Right?
yes. It is $30 a bottle. If you would like to purchase such a thing, I'm not going to tell you where to go. You'll have to find it your damn self.
Now we'll link it.
Oh, we'll link it. Okay, fine.
Or you'll get the link if you
Oh,
don't
wait a
have it.
minute.
Or what?
Someone's.
$3 for like this much.
Has someone already,
Yeah, it's like 4 ounces.
has someone already posted?
4 ounces, right?
Oh, someone's already posted. No, but they're wrong. There's no way that's 8 ounces.
We thought it was a glass of water.
A cup.
It's not. No, it's not 8 ounces.
You don't think it's
like,
8 ounces?
No, it's like 4 tops.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
So
wait, I'm sorry, dude, we can't hear you. But anyway, so
this is gonna become like the
all right, we got a fact check on bathwater.
What color is the dress? I think the bathwater
All right.
is called Laurel.
Community Mike.
So if you look at the picture, it looks about to be a cup of water because it's as big. The jar is as big as her hand, and even if she's a short person, that's about a cup of water.
Which would be 8 ounces if
which
you're
would be
talking about a
8
standard.
ounces imperial.
I'm staying at 4, because the way that if you look at the actual product, when you go to the actual product page, that thing looks real small. Like there's no reason to cram that kind of text on there like that unless it's real small.
I don't know. You can get stickers pretty good, man.
Yeah. No, well that's my point. You can get stickers pretty good. There's no reason for it to be that the font to be that small.
Now, okay, I will say that I didn't look at the pictures closely, or not at least as closely as
Oh, I
as
went
Satchel
deep.
did. Yeah, you
Nope.
spent some time on it.
Hmm.
Well, you said that, not me.
I did.
Yeah, we even had comments from Doxy though saying, you know what, she is his new favorite internet personality. But let's go back to the math. So
Okay.
let's assume that it is 4 ounces because that's what we did the math on. That's
We
what
did.
Satchel did the math on.
I did indeed. So now, if we assume an American tub, now this is where I did something wrong
I can't believe we're doing this right now.
because she actually is in the UK, so she probably has a significantly smaller tub. I didn't know American tubs were that different, but now that I do know that, not surprised in the least. So, if we say a UK tub that's about 40 gallons, which is going to give us somewhere in the neighborhood of 5,000 ounces. And if you divide that by 4 ounces of whack, no pun intended, then you're going to come out around 1,000.
Wait, what's 4 ounces of whack?
Huh?
Whack?
4 ounces per bottle, per unit.
Oh, per whack. Okay. I thought whack was like a thing. Like, I thought it was like a...
It is, but you don't want to talk about
No. Never mind. Continue. Sorry, dude.
Okay, so I was around 5,000, I think. No,
5,000 divided by
4. So yeah. So we're looking at 1,200 and 250, let's say. If you take that and you make multiply that times $30 a piece, what did I come up with? I think for $3,000 or $36,000, something like that. Yeah. 36 grand each time she takes a bath.
Yeah.
2 of those could have paid for my old house.
I would take like 5 baths a day.
Just because.
Just because. Yeah, exactly. Who would buy
Yeah.
it? I have to be in like a bikini and have whatever, like blue hair, pink hair. I got to be good at video games, which everybody knows here I'm not. And I have to, change my body into whatever people find appealing.
There it is. All right then. That's good.
So there's that. Now, are we done with the math, or are we still?
Okay, so that's the math part of it. But there's more interesting things that I thought of over lunch, because I got my wife involved in this as well. Because I was like, well, first of all, I was like, could you come here for just a quick second? I'm not looking for judgment. I just need a judge on how much fluid is in this container. That's how I opened the discussion with my wife. So we did that. I showed her what the whole deal was, and she was like, well, here's an interesting interesting wrinkle to this whole thing. Her DNA is being shipped out to hundreds of people.
So she can be cloned.
One of them is gonna clone her.
I'm going to sell it right when I do it.
They might try. Well, there's an interesting thought.
Okay.
Just frame her for murder.
Why?
Why?
We have a
Why?
lot of interesting people in the audience tonight.
Yeah.
Oh wait, let's check community mic.
Yes.
So I came up with another point, but that's actually a good point. So there's a pretty famous internet icon, David Dobrik, who hangs out with Josh Peck, a
Okay.
famous child star, and that was actually something they were going to do, is sell his hair,
Mm-hmm.
until some contact they have with some law enforcement was like, that's stupid. Why would you send their DNA to anyone in the world, not
Mm.
knowing who it is?
Yeah.
And obviously they made the same joke, like, oh, frame up for murder, but like, realistically, your DNA is now gone. You have no control over it.
It's
You have no
gone.
idea where it's going to end.
Yeah.
You don't now anyway. Wherever you go, there it is.
Well, yeah, but like this is
There
this
you go.
isn't just like this is you're very sending a large amount to one source.
Sure.
So in her case, she's sending trace amounts.
Yeah,
to
you're
multiple-
probably
everybody.
you're probably sending like DNA along with fecal
DNA.
matter and
DNA.
God, man,
More
bath water?
DNA.
All
Yeah.
right, so
Bath
she probably
water?
isn't actually taking baths in this.
No, that's okay. That's
like,
my
there's
next
a
point.
video showing her where she's just like letting the water run off her while she's wearing something.
Yeah.
That's probably all she did.
So that's my next point. Is
But
that
still,
now
I mean-
this person is actually known to be a troll, and it's kind of hilarious. Yeah, it's kind of hilarious because she's posted on Pornhub, but the titles are like Bella Delphine gets a large cream pie, and like you see her on Pornhub eating a cream pie, right? Not
Yeah.
the porn version, but like an
I
actual
knows.
dessert. Okay. But the point is, she's not violating what Pornhub said. She's staying true to her word, and she's trolling people.
Oh,
So what
Pornhub
I-
doesn't care.
So
Yeah.
no,
She's not violating what she said.
yeah,
In other words,
exactly.
she said she's going to make
Exactly.
a Pornhub channel and post videos on it,
Yeah, exactly.
and she did.
And of course, one of the commenters was like, "Oh, we said earlier, I am so disappointed, and this ruined my whole day."
Yeah.
And that's what I'm laughing at. If this ruined your whole day, then I don't know. Maybe it's okay that I laugh
It-
at you.
Yeah, if you can't laugh at that,
It's funny.
it
It's
is.
just
It is funny.
Oh,
okay?
it
Yeah,
is
it's-
funny, absolutely.
she's getting ahead of the game is the way I see it. It's like what she's doing, she's running out in front of it and owning it.
Now, so are you saying that a lot, like there are going to be more people and personalities that do this?
Oh, I think it's going to get worse. Yeah.
or better?
No,
I'm kidding.
it's never gotten better.
No, so
Only thing that's gotten better in the last 10 years is beer and weed. So
yeah, there you go. Yeah, he's right. He's right.
So it's not all a loss.
yeah,
It's a mixed bag. Yes,
I want to
sir.
close on my second point was, so one thing everyone's talking about is like she made so much money off of this,
Right?
but they're forgetting other people are making so much money off of this as well. Because it's already been a thing where on YouTube you just have to find a way to say her name in your video once. You put her video, a picture in it, and
Dude, we're
boom.
about to blow up, you guys.
Yeah, but instant tons of people. There's several YouTube channels who purposely paid money towards her Patreon, easily made all of that money back plus a large sum, and they just made a video about it. Like it's not much effort,
Wow.
but just because she's part of it. TikTok compilation videos, because that's where like she got her start.
Yeah.
They love to find any reason to find any old clip of hers, throw it in.
Hmm.
But most importantly, all these news sites that are reporting on this,
Yeah.
all of a sudden now they have people actually coming to their website
Oh shit, you
who
guys!
never
this is
would
it.
have.
This is it.
So like she's not only just making herself a ton of money, either purposely or indirectly, making a lot of other people a ton of money just by reporting on this, so that they can put her name in the title, put it in the tags, put her picture on there somewhere prominent that draws people in, and then boom, so much money.
So her personality basically is her commodity. It's not. I can't go along with it's just her body.
yeah, she's a motivational spritzer.
That's pretty clever. That's real clever. That's pretty good.
We can't argue that one.
That's pretty good.
Well, so the point that I was getting at with the whole Pornhub thing is that like it's most likely not even her in the bathwater. It's just look at me in this tub and this is what you're gonna get. I bet
Oh,
you it's
she
like
could have put somebody else in there.
yeah, exactly. I bet you it's gonna be like her mom's bathwater or her significant other's bathwater.
No,
I don't know.
I think it's hers. I think it's a laugh enough for her to be like, "Ha ha, you fuckers! You're giving me $30 a whack for each of these stupid bottles I fill with
Can you
my."
stop saying whack.
No, that's the purpose of the
No, I
conversation.
mean, you say whack. That's fine.
you
That's
know.
fine.
More than just one whack.
All right. Well, we got another person coming up to the community mics. Let's see what else our listeners are thinking about. Community mic.
So there's also another article. One day ago, yesterday, a person in the UK went to the hospital because they drank the water. So it's definitely not just tap water.
Why did they go to the hospital? What did they think that was happening? How high were they?
Wait, these are all good questions.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
But this is what I'm
Wait.
talking about. Wait. Now earlier in the channel, or earlier on the Discord channel, which by the way, if you're not on, you're missing all this great conversation.
Right?
We were talking about how so she's sending biohazardous material through the postal service, right?
Oh yeah. So
Is that a
earlier,
thing that you
Remember,
really
this
kinda
is not the
can't do?
U.S. Post Office. This is the British Post Office, which might have different rules.
But it has to
they're
go through
probably
the
gonna be
US
more
at some
strict
point.
though. But
I don't know.
Private courier, you got it covered.
oh, so like if it's DHL, then
Yeah.
no one cares.
Yeah.
oh, so it's all going through like
they
any-
ship bull semen every day.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it ships all the time.
Wait, what's bull semen for?
bull
For
cows.
making
Oh
cows.
yeah, okay. Hey man,
What are you using it for?
no, look, we're talking about some kinky shit right now, and obviously the first thing that comes to my mind is not making cows.
It's
Okay,
for furries, Chen.
but that wouldn't surprise me in this conversation right now. Is what I'm saying.
There's someone out there
Oh,
that
I'm so
would.
disgusted with
Yeah.
myself right now. No, but okay, so somebody gets sick off of drinking this tub water.
No, somebody went hypochondriac after drinking the.
Yeah.
Did it taste a little funny? I mean, this is a funny story, but I
Would
mean,
you think it would?
Oh, dude, I don't even think about this, man.
Yeah, like a couple day old soap and tub scum. Ugh. Yeah.
Ah. Sorry, no. But okay, look,
So-
again, she's doing her thing. I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at the end user.
I'm laughing at her troll. I think it's awesome.
I think it's funny.
I think,
I
it's
think that
great.
part's funny.
She should do some more awesome stuff. Other people should do that too.
It is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Big
Oh
here.
no!
I'm an accelerationist. I love this stuff.
Yeah. Look, this is the internet, okay? You're not gonna stop something like this, especially since this shit is blowing up, like going viral.
Yeah.
It's not just gonna be her either. It's gonna be other people who are what you want to say, like copycats or whatever. It's just gonna be a thing now.
Well,
Or
she's not
further
original
along.
on this.
No, not at all. Not at all.
She's not original. This has
Yeah.
been going on planet wide for a while.
Oh God, yeah, and we had somebody earlier in the channel saying like, this is nothing new at all. Like even prior to the internet, like women
Really?
knowing what they can do with their bodies and
Oh, sure.
that
Yeah.
part,
Overall,
that
yeah, of
aspect,
course.
yeah, knowing that they're, community Mike.
Buying stuff off the internet from an internet celebrity, whether it's from a sex host or a video gamer, is not new. People sell used panties, used socks, used shirts, bras. Like this exists. This is a market. But the genius
I'm not
selling water at $40. Okay, let's say $30 net profit
Yeah, it's like
minus
an
shipping
Evian bottle.
costs.
Well,
Yeah,
you're paying,
minus
you're
shipping
paying
costs.
the shipping. No,
$30.
Customer
That's
pays shipping.
At what is it? $30 times 10,000 that she's already shipped out. $300,000 at 19 years old. What a that's a genius. Hashtag
She's
Kanye.
genius. She's genius.
That is a genius. That's
Again,
some-
man, I'm not knocking her.
brilliant.
I'm just
Yeah.
laughing at the end user.
Yeah, and she has what, another 3.1. She has 3.1 million Instagram followers.
She's got
3.8.
that, she'll
Whatever,
obviously be
3.8
able to fill
like-
all of those orders.
Dude, just run the water.
Yeah, just run the water.
Just run the water.
You know.
Nestle will buy her out probably for a spokesperson, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this is the next level.
I want to know what she's gonna do next because
Monster Water hosted by what's her name? Bella
Delphine.
Bella
whatever.
Delphine.
Yeah, look,
Bella
we've
Delphine.
already said her name like
Genius.
a bajillion times on this. I'm hoping that we at least get 20 more followers.
That's what the name of the episode is.
yeah,
And we
bro.
should show a picture of Bella Delphine so that we get all the hits from saying Bella Delphine.
So there's countries out there where there are
have no idea.
vending machines
Yeah.
that sell used undergarments.
Where?
Japan.
Japan, apparently. God, man. Oh, I don't know where to go with that one. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm just okay.
So it's nothing new. It's just more.
No,
It's,
this is funny.
we wouldn't have heard of it. This couldn't have happened without the internet.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
agreed.
Just think how big pet rocks would be right now.
Would they still be big?
So wait a second.
Because the
though.
a pet rock doesn't have a screen.
So let's say that it's the 80s, and Farrah Fawcett, if you send in $5
Farrah
to this
Fawcett?
address in
Farrah
Kankakee,
Fawcett?
Illinois, Farrah Fawcett, or what's her name? Does Dallas and all that?
Debbie?
Debbie. I don't know her last name. Whatever. That girl. No, that wasn't her name.
I know.
It
Wait,
doesn't
so-
matter. Oh, Tracy Lords.
Yeah.
Tracy Lords. Tracy Lords says, I will sell you my bathwater. Just send a postcard and $5 to this address in Kankakee, Illinois. Right? People would have done it.
This is more along the lines of something Wendy O. Williams would have done.
Who's Wendy Williams?
I've heard the name, but
With lead singer of the Plasmatics.
okay. Okay.
I still don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I know.
Well,
Yes.
Okay,
The
well-
lead singer of a band
Okay, that's fair.
that would do crazy shit.
Now, I will say that I'm looking forward to seeing what she does next.
no, I want to see the copycats.
well, that
Because
too,
each one of
that
them is
too.
going to try to top this.
Right.
Mm.
Absolutely
Oh, God.
agree. But that she has to outdo herself, though, right?
Right.
So there was the Pornhub thing. This outdoes the Pornhub thing, and I just want to see where she will go next. And yes, there will be copycats. I want to see where they go with it. But yeah, this is all around good, good fun.
Well, she's an internet star,
Yeah.
right? Well, there's other internet stars out there that could just take this in a completely different way.
I should
Like?
brush. Yeah, I was gonna say I should brush my teeth and put that in a bottle.
No.
See, that's pretty disgusting, right? But
You should
apparently,
not.
there's a market for shit like this. I mean, not my shit.
Well, there's a
but-
market. There's people who get on that and they have video channels where all they do is just kind of smash food
Yeah.
and,
wait, smash food
with themselves.
In and around their mouth.
Oh.
I've heard of this.
Yeah.
It's huge in Korea.
Okay, yeah, that's. I mean, again, wow. You know what's funny? The internet has uncovered a lot of our fetishes, or a lot of the weird things that you didn't think would be kind of out there. I think no,
Mm.
everything, of course, has been closeted before, but I mean,
Sure.
now it's oh yeah, there's definitely a kink out there because it's there.
Yeah.
It's no longer kind of sheltered or hidden.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think the biggest thing for me with this is still the DNA deal. Because with her DNA freaking everywhere, where does that, at what point it's almost kind of like the whole thing with the deep fakes, right? Because with deepfakes, you can't be sure what's real anymore as far as video and to an extent audio evidence, right?
Okay.
But with this, if someone's DNA is literally all over the world, is it possible for her to get out of committing a crime?
Or maybe she could commit a crime.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. She could
Right.
get out of it.
It could have been anybody at this point.
It could have been anybody. I've mailed my DNA all over the world.
So now, okay,
That's kind of a long troll, though.
very long troll.
That is the long con right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now this is okay. This is something more disgusting to think about, I guess.
Oh, God.
But like, okay, so the vial of water, the bottle of water that you have, right?
Mhm.
Now, since there's a specimen in there of some sort, right? Like after a while, doesn't that just like rot and mold and age or whatever? Like it's not gonna, ugh, right?
You're
Aren't you
talking
gonna have
like
things in there growing?
you're talking like it's gonna get old. The person that's
that is oh,
the intended audience for this thing.
yeah.
I don't think it's gonna sit on a
I
shelf.
mean, the thing is, we're just seeing the tip of this iceberg. I mean, it's going to be
Just the tip, and
just-
only for a
that's
second.
right.
Oh wait, what did I say earlier in the channel? So do you guys remember the shoebox from Reddit like 4 or 5 years
Stop.
ago? I think that's gonna happen, dude. There's gonna be a post on Reddit about somebody using this bottle to hold their stuff, and it's gonna be all moldy and gross and crusty and nasty, and it's gonna remind us of that shoebox from like 5 years ago. It's gonna be disgusting, and it's gonna be the internet. It's gonna be there. It's gonna be Oh, definitely. That was a big sigh over there.
That was a downer. Yeah.
But
I tried to keep.
but you can't
keep us on the road.
You can't tell me that I'm wrong though. Not on this one.
Well,
Anyway, have you guys heard about the bottle cap challenge?
I
don't know. I can't.
No. What's the bottle cap challenge?
Okay, so unlike a Tide Pod challenge, has anybody here heard about that bottle cap challenge yet? Okay, there we go. We have one hand up. So it wasn't Jason Statham who started it. It was somebody else.
Oh.
Right. So basically, you have this bottle of water in front of the camera, right? And you basically you do a spinning hook kick for the martial arts people, right? And you spin the bottle cap off of the bottle, and I haven't attempted it yet. I have some old students who've attempted it and actually did it, so that's cool. I assume I could do it, but I haven't tried. But yeah, so instead of not right now, but instead of ingesting Tide Pods, this is actually one that might not kill you, depending on how elaborate the challenge gets.
Yeah.
So like people are like jumping off of tables, doing that jump reverse spinning hook kick, and then knocking the bottle cap off.
Parapet of a 15-story building.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. Well, that's one way you could die.
I hate
But
those videos.
Anyway, the internet's a funny place, is what I'm trying to get at. This whole week
Or
is-
sometimes not so funny.
Right.
or yeah, sure. Community Mike.
Speaking of this challenge, Donnie Yen, the actor who played
Hitman.
Hitman,
Yeah.
he did it blindfolded for ESPN. I don't know why he was doing it at ESPN, but it was on one of their channels on social
It's because ESPN is owned by Disney, and he was in a Star Wars movie like what two movies ago.
Oh yeah, he's the guy
The blind
with
dude.
the Force, and the Force is
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
No,
That's
not
Donnie
the-
Yen.
No.
Wasn't he blind?
Oh, the blind dude.
I said
yes,
blind, yeah.
yes.
But yeah, he did it
I thought you said
blindfolded.
the black dude.
No.
So come on, Chen. Let's see.
We
See
wanna
you go.
it during the lightning round.
Okay, let me. No, I gotta practice. I gotta practice. But anyway, yeah. Bottom line, internet's a funny place, and I can't wait to see where it goes from here. That's all.
Fair enough.
You guys got any more comments on this?
Yeah, I'm not going to say them.
That's fair. All right.
Her Patreon is just flipping ridiculous.
Well, it is. Yeah.
Oh,
Did you look at it earlier?
Yeah, let's talk about that because we talked about that before the show. So she does have a Patreon. I don't even know how many followers she has, but there are tiers to what you can subscribe to and be her loyal customer. Go ahead, Satchel.
Oh god. Well, so I'm not going to read all these.
So just
No, they're
stick with
interesting.
the top tier is.
there you go. Well, okay. Yeah.
Well, no,
let's just-
bottom tier and top tier, so they have a range.
All right, sure. Bottom tier is just the bronze. That's just $1 or more per month. And you're helping me support my content and helping me take photos. A little slice of cake and some yummy sweeties goes a long way. So here's a little thank you for you, and it just says thank you. That's for $1. That's
See,
what you get for
she's
$1.
such a cool troll. It's funny.
Now, that goes all the way up. Let's go to the second highest. Second highest is King tier. That's $1,000 or more per month. And you get like a bunch of the other stuff that was in the earlier ones. You get access to her private Snapchat, okay? She will mail you a very lewd Polaroid and sign it with a kiss once a month. Access to my Ahegao photos. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it. Ahigo. Thank you. I've been corrected by the audience. Thank you.
Don't know that one.
I didn't either. It's apparently hentai and
Tentacle.
sure, stuff with tentacles, I imagine. So access to lewd HD photo sets, access to my cute and sometimes weird selfies, behind the scenes of my photo shoot. After subscribing to this tier, message me your Snapchat name on Patreon, and I love you so much. Okay, now, the top tier, $2,500 or more per month. You are my God. I couldn't possibly thank you ever enough. I couldn't possibly think of a good enough reward for the very best Patreon
Lord,
I
she
will
needs
ever have.
Jesus.
If you achieve this tier, please PM me. I'm not sure what reward I could give you, but we'll talk about it. And I love you.
I mean,
I'm not saying
She's not either.
she's not either. Exactly. That's right. There is no sex in the champagne room.
hey man,
There's champagne in the champagne room.
respect the hustle, I guess. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
like I said, I have nothing wrong with anything here. It's funny. That's all my bottom line is.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, no, I'm not judging at all. No.
I like
God
Jen.
bless. Go forward.
Yeah. You're not judgy like Chen.
Yeah.
Just
Hey.
a little judgy. A little judgy.
I don't have a wig on or a black robe. I'm not a judge. I'm kidding. Anyway, are you guys ready for the lightning round?
Boy, am I.
Yeah. Who's going first?
Not me.
I'll go for it.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, we're still going to thehackernews.com because we're still looking for clickbaity titles and trying to avoid them at all costs, but one or two slip through every now and then. So we're going to give our tweets length of an opinion on these headlines, and we're going to go round robin and give you our opinions. And of course, we don't want to tell you exactly how to think. We just want to influence you highly, or something like that. It's after the July 4th. The July 4th.
Before July 4th, it was fine. But then after.
Yeah, after now I just can't speak
Straight down.
English.
English.
All right, first one. DDoS attack who ruined gamers' Christmas gets 27 months in prison.
So, go Lizard Squad.
Was that what it was? Oh, okay.
What's Lizard Squad?
That's the
They
hacking.
ruined everybody's Christmas in 2015.
Yeah, it was a hacker
Those
syndicate.
sons of bitches.
Yep,
I
think of it like they weren't like exactly like LulzSec, but it was like a group of right.
I'm not saying they weren't.
Oh well, whatever. I don't know who these.
I don't
people
know
are.
if they are.
He's not saying anything.
I'm not. Yeah.
He's
I'm
never
just saying,
even
I'm
been
just
to
saying go
Kentucky.
Lizard Squad.
Right.
All right, next one here. 17-year-old weakness in Firefox lets HTML file steal other files from device.
A 17-year-old's weakness, huh? Probably pictures of Belle Delphine.
Wow, you brought that way back.
I mean-
that was good. Full circle.
Whoa.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's some 17-year-olds. They got $30. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
They had $30.
All right, next article here.
Now they got anxiety for the post office to get there.
Yeah, their hands are all palmy, sweaty.
Oh.
Okay, let's stop that.
Anyway,
All right,
we move forward. Yep.
Next one. D-Link agrees to 10 years of security audits to settle FTC charges.
On their home office routers, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So I don't know the details of this, but I'm assuming that there was some back door that was very Sony-esque. And
So they had to be forced to providing providing security audits to their equipment by the FTC, but they're only going to do it for 10 years. After that,
Lifespan.
of the product.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, all I can say is if you're a D-Link customer, update your stuff.
yes.
or flash new firmware, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, that's what
update
you mean by
update your
update.
stuff. Yeah, go to the
Okay.
D-Link site, get the latest firmware, update it, and then buy something else.
Yes.
Update it and then buy something else.
And then buy something else. Yeah. So you don't get hacked while you're at Best Buy.
Or flash something like OpenWork or whatever.
Well, whatever works for you, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Whatever you're into.
120, 121, whatever it takes, right?
220,
there you go.
221. Yeah.
All right, next one. China's border guards secretly installing spyware app on tourists' phone. Yes, I've heard about this one.
So there's been a number of these, including the the Italian Football League, were hacking people's phones.
Oh, that was the
and-
Spanish Football League. We talked about this
Spanish,
3 weeks
So,
ago. Yeah.
this isn't uncommon that all of a sudden your phone has a new app and that app knows everything.
Well, the football club wasn't hacking their phones. It was the official football club app that they then used to
They were
listen
using
to
it
the
as a
bars
microphone to
TV.
listen to the bars
Yeah.
for, yeah.
Well, if this app is installed on your phone by the Chinese government.
Yeah. So what they
They're
do?
probably not the only ones listening to it.
Right. So
Oh,
at the border, they'll take your phone, and they actually take it to a different room. They is that earthquake?
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Yeah. Hey, earthquake live on the Greynoise Podcast. Everybody safe? Nobody's dying.
Well, not here.
This is actually a really big one.
Whoa! Wait, it's still going, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still going.
These are what, S waves? Is that what they call
Oh,
It's still going.
live! This is a great lighting round, or we'll
Huh.
call it an earthquake round. Holy shit! Am I
This
turning blue? No.
This would actually be the first earthquake that I've been.
This is. I'm getting vertigo.
Wow.
Oh wow! This is still shaking.
I'd say this is like a 2.5, 2.8.
This is out at that other epicenter.
Okay, yeah, this is still going.
7.
Holy shit!
That one's bigger than the last one if it's out at the same place.
Yeah. That was probably
it's still going.
Yellowstone going off.
It's still going.
No, if it was Yellowstone going off,
That's still going.
There's a 4.8.
That'd be a
Well,
different
it's still
thing.
going.
Valley,
We're getting
California.
we're getting a fact check right now. 4.8.
It takes a couple minutes for it to hit the.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we're still
Getting
checking.
texts from all over Southern California, big earthquake.
Yep, it's going. Is it still going?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Shit!
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
still going.
So what time is it?
Lightning round.
8:21.
Earthquake round.
All right. Well, I think we're safe for now.
Sirius Valley, California.
So really quick, you guys. So what this app does is, the border patrol. They take your phone into a separate room.
Mhm.
They install the app, and then they give it back to you.
So they're separating phones from people.
Phones from people. Yes.
Oh,
Mhm.
I did
okay.
a lot of earthquakes.
Yeah.
Weird stuff.
That's what they're doing.
Why
So-
in the world wouldn't you just wipe your phone before
Or-
you go through
Why
customs?
would you take a phone?
Burner.
Ah,
Burner, man. Just
Buy
burner.
one there.
Yeah. Then there's problem solved there.
Well, but then you sign into it, and then they have your Google password thing.
Don't do that.
Well, don't do that. Yeah, okay. But then you don't have your things. Get new things, I guess.
Well, I just think, here you have Chinese Border Patrol separating people from their phones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I think the bigger part of the story.
No, that's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the other three of these articles I don't care because they're all clickbait at the end actually.
Mhm.
So that brings us to the end of the lightning round, which unfortunately brings us to the end of the show. We have run out of time, but never out of shit to say. So as always, join us again next week, where we probably won't be having an earthquake, but we'll still be here.
We'll see.
We'll see what happens. 7:30, like every Friday night here at the Sin Shop. The address is 1075 American Pacific Drive, Suite C in Henderson, Nevada. Go to sinshop.org for more information on us as a hackerspace, and go to meetup.com/sinshop for information on our classes and et cetera, et cetera. And for information on us, go to Greynoise, GREYNOI.se. Remember, we do not talk shit about Sweden, so we can still use that domain, which was recently upgraded,
Renewed.
by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. Anyway, my name is Master Chen.
He's on the phone,
He's on
and
the phone.
I'm Richard Satchel.
Good night, everybody.
I'm texting my friend in LA, see how he's doing.
Yeah.
Time to reach out to people.
Coming up is
Good night.